Across the globe, from lush rainforests to tranquil ponds, a remarkable creature reigns supreme, the frog. These amphibians, with their bulging eyes and powerful leaps, are masters of transformation, undergoing a metamorphosis so dramatic it borders on the magical. Frogs are more than just fascinating creatures. They play a vital role in the delicate balance of our ecosystems. As both predator and prey, they help regulate insect populations and serve as indicators of environmental health. Join us now as we journey into the fascinating world of frogs, exploring their life cycle from the moment they emerge as tiny eggs to their transformation into agile, air-breathing adults. Prepare to be amazed by the resilience and adaptability of these remarkable creatures and gain a newfound appreciation for their importance in the web of life. Our journey begins in the water, where life for most frog species begins. Female frogs, often with the assistance of a male, deposit hundreds or even thousands of tiny jelly-like eggs. These eggs, clustered together in large masses or strings, are typically attached to submerged vegetation, offering a degree of protection from predators. The jelly-like coating surrounding each egg is essential for their survival. It provides a protective barrier against infection and helps to keep the developing embryos hydrated. Within this transparent sphere, a tiny speck of life begins to take shape. The surrounding water temperature plays a crucial role in the development of the eggs. In warmer conditions, the embryos develop more rapidly, while cooler temperatures slow down the process. The egg stage is a time of great vulnerability for frogs, as they are entirely dependent on their environment for survival. Changes in water quality, temperature fluctuations, and predation can all impact the survival rate of these delicate embryos. After approximately 1 to 3 weeks, depending on the species and environmental conditions, the eggs begin to hatch, releasing a multitude of tiny, wriggling tadpoles into the water. These aquatic larvae bear little resemblance to their adult counterparts. Tadpoles are essentially swimming machines equipped with gills for breathing underwater and a long tail for propulsion. Their bodies are streamlined for efficient movement through the water, and their diet consists primarily of algae and other plant matter. The tadpole stage is a time of rapid growth and development. As they consume food, they convert energy into body mass, gradually increasing in size. Their internal organs, including their lungs, begin to develop, preparing them for their eventual transition to land. Life as a tadpole is not without its challenges. They must navigate a world teeming with predators, including fish, insects, and even larger tadpoles. Their small size and lack of defenses make them vulnerable, and only a fraction of those that hatch will survive to adulthood. One of the most astonishing transformations in the natural world occurs during the tadpole stage metamorphosis. This remarkable process involves a series of dramatic physical changes that transform the aquatic tadpole into a terrestrial, air-breathing frog. The most noticeable change is the gradual development of limbs. Hind legs appear first, followed by front legs. As the limbs grow, the tail begins to shrink, reabsorbed by the body and its nutrients, utilized for the developing limbs. Internally, the tadpole's gills are replaced by lungs, allowing it to breathe air. Its digestive system adapts to a carnivorous diet, and its eyes migrate to the top of its head, providing a wider field of vision. This complex transformation is regulated by hormones and can take anywhere from a few weeks to several months, depending on the species and environmental factors. As metamorphosis nears completion, the tadpole, now known as a froglet, prepares to leave its watery nursery and embark on a new life on land. Section 5. A frog's life on land and in water. Emerging from the water, the young froglet is a miniature version of its adult self. Its powerful hind legs allow it to leap great distances, and its sticky tongue becomes a formidable weapon for catching prey. While frogs are well suited for life on land, they never stray far from water. They return to water to breed, laying their eggs in the same aquatic environments where they began life. Section 6. A chorus of croaks, communication and reproduction. As the sun begins to set, a chorus of croaks, chirps and ribbits fills the air around ponds and wetlands. These calls, produced by male frogs, serve as a powerful form of communication, attracting potential mates and establishing territories. Frogs produce sound by passing air over their vocal cords, which vibrate to create sound waves. Many species possess vocal sacs, inflatable pouches of skin located under their throats or on the sides of their heads that amplify their calls, making them audible over long distances. The breeding season for frogs typically coincides with periods of rainfall when water levels are high and food is abundant. Males congregate at the water's edge, their calls attracting females ready to mate. Once a female selects a mate, the male grasps her tightly in a process known as amplexus. The female then releases her eggs into the water, which the male fertilizes externally, and so the cycle of life begins anew. Section 7, a diverse world. Different frogs, different lives. Frogs are incredibly diverse, with over 7,000 species on every continent except Antarctica. Each species has unique adaptations, from the Amazon rainforests to Australian deserts. Poison dart frogs have vibrant colors and toxic skin to deter predators. Glass frogs have translucent skin, showing their internal organs. The Goliath frog can grow over a foot, while the tiny Podophrene amoensis is just 7.7 millimeters. From tree dwelling to burrowing, frog adaptations showcase natural selection. Section 8. Predators and prey, the frog in the food web. Frogs occupy a crucial position in the food web, serving as both predator and prey. Their voracious appetites help regulate populations of insects and other invertebrates, while they themselves provide sustenance for a variety of larger animals. Birds of prey, snakes, raccoons, and even larger frogs all rely on frogs as a food source. Their ability to camouflage themselves, leap great distances, and even secrete toxins provides them with some defense against predation. Tadpoles, being entirely aquatic, are an important food source for fish, aquatic insects, and other aquatic predators. Their large numbers help to support populations of these animals, which in turn play a role in maintaining the health of aquatic ecosystems. The delicate balance of predator-prey relationships involving frogs highlights the interconnectedness of all living things within an ecosystem. A decline in frog populations can have ripple effects throughout the food web, impacting other species and the overall health of the environment. Section 9. Frogs endanger threats to amphibian populations. Despite their adaptability and resilience, frogs are facing an unprecedented crisis. Amphibian populations are declining globally at an alarming rate, with habitat loss, climate change, pollution, and disease identified as major contributing factors. Deforestation and habitat fragmentation due to human activities are destroying vital breeding grounds and foraging areas for frogs. Climate change is altering rainfall patterns and increasing the frequency of droughts, impacting the availability of suitable breeding sites. Pollution from agricultural runoff, industrial waste, and other sources is contaminating water bodies, harming both tadpoles and adult frogs. The introduction of non-native species, such as predatory fish and bullfrogs, can outcompete native frog species for resources and spread diseases. Chytridiomycosis, a deadly fungal disease that affects amphibians worldwide, has decimated frog populations in some areas. The fungus attacks the skin of frogs, disrupting their ability to regulate water and electrolyte balance, often leading to death. Section 10. Conservation efforts, protecting our amphibious friends. The plight of frogs has not gone unnoticed. Scientists, conservationists, and concerned citizens around the world are working tirelessly to understand and address the threats facing these remarkable creatures. Research efforts are focused on understanding the causes of amphibian declines, developing strategies to mitigate threats, and breeding endangered species in captivity for reintroduction into the wild. Protected areas are being established to safeguard critical frog habitats. Public awareness campaigns are educating people about the importance of frogs and the role they play in healthy ecosystems. Citizen science initiatives are engaging the public in monitoring frog populations and reporting sightings, providing valuable data for conservation efforts. Reducing our impact on the environment by reducing our carbon footprint, minimizing pollution, and supporting sustainable land management practices can help protect frogs and their habitats. A vital link in the chain of life. From tiny eggs to agile adults, frogs embody adaptation and resilience. Their life cycle is a testament to nature's power. Frogs are vital links in the web of life. As predator and prey, they maintain ecosystem balance. Their health reflects our planet's health. Frogs face unprecedented challenges, with populations declining. Losing them would be a tragedy for nature and humanity. We must protect these creatures to ensure their future. By mitigating threats, we secure a future for frogs and all life on Earth.